breaking news this morning, written on the front of the Amazing Sun newspaper by the brilliant Clemmy Moody. Meghan Markle, God, having failed at making jam, potpourri and coloured water, flavoured water, is making a return as a movie star. Rupert Bell.
Hello,
everybody,
everyone,
good morning.
and a warm welcome back to the H&M Family TV, the space where we clear the noise, cut through the rumors, and bring you the truth about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, without the media bias, without the spin, and without the tabloid noise. If you're joining us for the first time, we're so glad you're here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications, and share this video with your friends and family, because your support helps us continue to grow, monetize, and keep telling these real stories the mainstream refuses to show. Now let's get straight into what's making headlines yet again, because once more the British media, particularly TalkTV, has decided that Meghan Markle is their favorite talking point. This time, they've labeled her desperate for attention and accused her of returning to Hollywood just to stay relevant or make quick money. But here on the H&M Family TV, we don't echo gossip, we deal in truth, insight, and context. So today, we're breaking down the real story behind this so-called Hollywood return, why the tabloids are obsessed with Meghan's every move, and how this narrative actually says more about them than it does about her. Let's start by setting the record straight. Meghan Markle was an actress long before she ever met Prince Harry. She wasn't just dabbling in the entertainment world. Awesome dance. She was a hard-working, successful professional who earned her place on one of television's biggest legal dramas, Suits. Her role as Rachel Zane made her a household name globally, and her talent, work ethic, and charisma built her career. Not privilege or publicity. So when the tabloids scream, "Meghan returns to Hollywood," they're simply spinning a normal career move into drama. It's not a return for fame, it's a continuation of her life's work. One she pressed pause on to build her family, support global causes, and start philanthropic ventures. The media's portrayal of her re-engaging with acting as something shameful or desperate is not only hypocritical, but deeply revealing. Because the truth is, they need Meghan more than Meghan needs them. Every time her name appears in headlines, it drives engagement, clicks, and ad revenue. Their entire industry thrives on her existence. Yet they pretend she's the one chasing relevance. That's the irony. The same people calling her attention-seeking are the ones writing column after column, segment after segment, about her life. If anyone is desperate for attention here, it's the media that can't survive a week without mentioning Meghan Markle. Now let's talk about labeling, because this has become the British media's favorite pastime. TalkTV's segment mocked Meghan's ventures, calling her jam project, flavored water ideas, and lifestyle experiments failures. But why? Because she's trying new things? Because she's building something outside of the royal structure? When other public figures, especially men, launch multiple businesses, switch industries, or explore creative outlets, they're praised for being ambitious, entrepreneurial, or visionary. But when Meghan does it, she's suddenly lost, confused, or desperate. This constant double standard exposes a deeper discomfort with women, especially women of influence, who refuse to stay boxed in. Meghan has the freedom to evolve, and that's what she's doing. Her projects, from wellness products to media ventures, reflect a woman building an empire on her own terms. And let's address the cameo criticism. TalkTV made fun of Meghan for supposedly appearing as herself in an upcoming film, calling it self-centered. Yet countless icons, from Donald Trump in Home Alone to Stan Lee's beloved Marvel cameos, have done the exact same thing. It's entertainment, it's fun, and it's part of the culture. But because it's Meghan, they twist it into a headline about vanity. That's not journalism, that's obsession disguised as commentary. Here's something the tabloids will never admit. Meghan Markle represents everything they fear. Control over her own story. She's intelligent, articulate, and strategic, and she knows how to speak to the world directly through her projects, her platform, and her humanitarian work. She doesn't need gatekeepers. And when a woman doesn't rely on the old media machine, that machine starts to panic. That's why they recycle the same narratives every few months. Meghan's new project flops. Meghan reinvents herself again. Meghan's desperate to stay relevant. It's predictable, lazy, and profit-driven. But if you look closer, you'll see the truth. She's evolving. from Hollywood to humanitarian work, from producing documentaries to advocating for mental health. Meghan has built a career of purpose, not performance. She doesn't need tabloid approval, she needs integrity. And that's something the media can't monetize. The cycle of criticism, from her podcast to her skincare brand, reveals one thing: the media profits from tearing down what they can't control. They need to keep her in their headlines, because silence on Meghan means loss of revenue, and that's the real motivation behind their outrage. Let's zoom out from Meghan for a second, because this story is much bigger than one woman. It's about how the media treats ambitious women in general. When a woman is bold, she's called pushy. When she's quiet, she's cold. When she speaks her mind, she's controversial. When she protects her peace, she's difficult. This is the framework Meghan has been fighting since day one. A narrative designed to police her behavior, to control her identity, and to dictate what kind of woman is acceptable in public life. And make no mistake, this is not unique to Meghan. It's the same old formula applied to every woman who breaks traditional molds, especially those who step away from powerful institutions. The media's constant attempt to diminish her achievements isn't about her projects. It's about punishing her for walking away from their control and thriving independently. Meghan's refusal to play their game, to remain silent, to fade quietly into the background, threatens an entire system built on selling outrage. That's why her confidence and success continue to provoke headlines, because when a woman owns her voice, the old power structures start to tremble. And then, there's the constant comparison game. TalkTV's panel even went as far as to compare Meghan's movie cameo news with Prince William's environmental work, suggesting she upstaged him. Let's be honest, that's not journalism, that's clickbait. Why must Meghan's professional life always be framed as competition with another royal? Why can't two people in the same extended family succeed in different areas without it being a rivalry? This narrative is deliberately divisive. It fuels tension, encourages judgment, and turns the royal story into a zero-sum game. William's work in sustainability is valuable. Meghan's creative ventures are equally valid. Both can exist, both can thrive, without the media staging a fake battle for attention. When they say Meghan steals the spotlight, what they really mean is, we chose to give her the spotlight because controversy sells. The media controls the coverage, and then blames Meghan for receiving it. It's an old manipulative game, and it's time we called it what it is. At the heart of all this noise, the truth is simple. Meghan Markle is not desperate, she's determined. She's not seeking fame, she's reclaiming her space in the world, a space she earned through hard work, talent, and perseverance. What we're witnessing isn't a Hollywood comeback, it's a woman living on her own terms, choosing creativity, independence, and peace over the endless judgment of an outdated system. And that's what truly infuriates the tabloids. They can't script her life anymore. So next time TalkTV or The Sun runs another headline about Meghan reinventing herself, remember this. It's not Meghan who's desperate. It's the media that's desperate to stay relevant without her. Thank you so much for tuning in to the H&M Family TV, your go-to space for authentic stories, honest commentary, and positive conversations about the Sussexes. If you believe in fair media, truth over gossip, and supporting independent voices, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Let's grow this community together, help us monetize, and continue standing for real journalism, not the tabloid circus. Subscribe here. www.youtube.com/ADIGU Sussexes Unplugged, soon to be officially the H&M Family TV. Together, let's rewrite the narrative, because truth deserves a louder voice.